This MMA content is proudly brought to you by the AllStar app, a fully customizable ad-free sports experience. Download it now.
All right, I am here with none other than Daniel D-Rod Rodriguez, UFC welterweight. Last time we saw him in the cage was when he bashed Kevin Lee's face. And, now we got him right here sitting on the couch. We're going to find out what he's been up to and how things have been. So let us know what you've been up to, D-Rod.
Yeah, since I whooped on Kevin Lee, as everybody knows pretty much, I had a surgery, which led to 2 and 3 surgeries, trying to repair like damage I've done by hitting motherfuckers too hard, just working on, trying to come back and try to stay healthy and trying to stay in the competitive, as ready for combat as much as possible, going to UFC PI, getting physical therapy and working with strength and conditioning coaches there, and as well as like all the recovery shit they have there. What else have I been up to? Working on little side projects, such as starting a brand and shit, working on a brand based off of some filming, like a documentary style thing I've been working on for the past few years, of like kind of like my phases throughout my career, from when I started or when I was like, first an amateur. I mean, not an amateur. We didn't go that far, but early into my professional career, and just through stages periodically, we've been filming. Just not thinking of, putting a project together now. Over a year. Actually, we came up with the idea when we saw Conor McGregor's Notorious. So I saw that, and the idea came to my head, and me and my boy Jeremy, who's my creative director, came up with the idea of doing like a long periodic thing, and he's always been the one. He's still the one that's like, no, we should wait longer. I'm like, nah, dog, let's drop that shit. No, dog, let's drop that shit. No, so yeah, just so I could stay relevant, throughout my injury, kind of just like give people the actual story. I think that once people actually really hear my story and where I came from and how this all came together, it's gonna inspire so much fucking people how that Conor McGregor shit inspired me, and hopefully from that I want to name that like documentary kind of thing Up and Coming, and I want to take that name and what it represents and then put that onto, slap that on some t-shirts, and get a little clothing line going, try to market it through I'm even down to like sponsor other people who I feel are dope in their field. I feel like Up and Coming is a good name because it'll represent, that hustle. That it's kind of like something like Nipsey Hussle. How he had that hustle mentality. He created the marathon. And that the marathon code is kind of like, I want that shit to represent like that. It's kind of universal for everybody. Anybody in there, on their grind every day. Hustling, grinding, just trying to get to that certain that top, and I feel like that little film we got going, I feel like that it's gonna represent that, and it's one of those things that can relate to everybody. You could be up and coming at anything you do. You could be up and coming like a chef, a rapper, a barber, a fucking podcast, a fucking whatever the fuck, that's what it represents is that, that everyday shit, like it's a lifestyle. You're trying to just grind and hustle your way up to the top and shit. And shit, I ain't even there yet. Yeah, I made it to the UFC, but that ain't enough for me. I never want to be like, yo, I just made it to the UFC. I feel like I made my mark. I feel like, there's so much more to do. And shit, unfortunately, I got this thing I gotta deal with, but it's also kind of opening, like making me you know, open these doors of opportunities and shit, you know. So I'm really just trying to like focus on trying to brand myself and trying to venture to other things other than MMA, you know. Focus on like prepare for the future.
For sure, opening your horizons. So you were speaking a little bit about your creative director, Jeremy. How did that connection come, and how has that like blossomed into the relationship you have now with this potential docu series coming out?
Yeah, so the way me and Jeremy connected, which is like he's one of my boys now. Like he like I'm about to take this boy. And after my next fight, I'm taking him on a trip. You know, I'm like, let's go to Thailand, bro. Definitely. You know, let's do some shit like that. You know, he deserves it, dog. You know, we came together. Actually, it's a funny story. The way we came together, and in the beginning of this documentary, I want him on the fucking thing, you know, because he always tells me, man, I'm the guy behind the camera, because he gets all weird when he's on camera, you know. But I'm telling him I want him to be like you know, just all black room, just light on him, be like, and I want him to tell the story of how he met me. You know, I think that would be a dope ass intro, you know, rather than just excluding him, because I want to, like, you know, like show us some love and shit. That's cool. And the way we met is he had heard of me through actually street cred shit, you know, because we're from the same area. I'm not rubbing this shit all loud and shit. It's probably gonna be all over my thing, huh? Yeah, we actually started filming after he had heard about me through some street credibility shit. Actually, it goes back to like my little hoodlum days when you know, I used to get in street fights a lot, and actually I had knocked out two of his homies, you know, and the way it started, he's my homie Adrian, who tapped me up. He was talking about me while he was filming him one day, and he had heard the story of me through some dudes that from like this one dude that they used to all kick together. I had knocked out their big homie at a party one time, and then there was another incident when I knocked out some big ass dude that everybody was like, oh shit, everybody knew who he was. But then he started hearing me through MMA, hearing about me as the local fucking San Diego Valley guy, and he hit me up on Instagram one day. He's like, yo, I heard so much about you. I just, you know, I want to film you, bro. You know, he hit me up. He's like, I want to film you. And even when he really, like, when I told him my story and how I got here and where I come from and how I've been through shit and everything that's led to this point, you know, he's like, dog, people need to hear this, you know. And we've been kind of working on that shit ever since then, you know. It's been like, it hasn't been like consistent like throughout the whole like 3-4 years that I've known him, but it's been through like little stages of like, you know, through everything. Even like the after the I'll usually have like a big barbecue, you know, for my family after everyone fights, or he's been to like the weight cuts, you know, 5 weeks training, fucking just day-to-day shit, you know, tattoos. We have all kinds of shit we just like have filmed over time, and I think it's coming along. You know, I'm ready to drop the shit now. He thinks that we should wait a little longer because he believes, you know, he like there's so much more to accomplish, and you know, I'm just eager for the people to know. You know, I think you know, I came in this shit as a fight fan, you know, and a dude like me would definitely be my favorite, you know, because I'm me. You know, just like, you know, the hood dude from LA and shit, all tatted up and, you know, just down for whatever type of shit, you know. And I feel like that's what I represent in the UFC, and I feel like when people really know that, you know, I got the stamp, you know, that fucking like, all right, this was official. He's really with the business, you know. I feel like people are really going to appreciate that every time I step in the cage. They're going to watch.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, the style that you bring in the cage, it's you know, it's beautiful to watch. You know, people want to see people go down. They don't want to see people hugging each other on the ground. They want to see people get hit, lit up, put to sleep. You know, and
they want to see someone scrap. Hey, dude, and honestly, I have the fucking in the welterweight division. history, most strikes landed per minute, you know, and that's just because I just go. That's all I know is I just fucking fight. You know, I've been in situations in all my life that are not like this like people get off stage fright and shit when they're in there. For me, this is cool. It's just one on one. It's just one on one and shit. You know, I've been through so much shit that people haven't heard that they'll get it when they hear the announcers or the commentators like, yo, he looks so calm in there. He looks like, cause this ain't nothing. This ain't nothing to me, you know. I've been through it all, and yeah, once people really fucking hear about it, they're like, man, I wonder, you know, he's like so chill in there, like I'm just so emotionless. Yeah, I'm just so emotionless, you know, when it comes to fighting, you know, it's just second nature to me, you know. I can't even lie, dog. Like it's still in me, dog. You know, so don't press me.
For sure. So obviously, you know, it's been a long layoff, but were there any fights that you were hoping to get matched up, or were there any fights that the UFC proposed?
Yeah, man. Since this injury, I would have already fought Neil Magny. They had offered me that for December 18th. I had to turn it down because of the injury. They had offered me Robbie Lawler in March, this month, actually. I had to turn it down. Kevin Holland wants to smoke. You know, he could get it. You know, it's just so many like high profile names now that are being thrown at me. It makes me feel high profile as well. You know. I know the fans are constantly hitting me up like, "Yo, when you fighting again? When you fighting?" It disappoints me, dog. It makes me feel like shit, dog.
No.
I'm not gonna lie. It's just like, damn, man. Everybody like, I get so many messages, dog, that people are like, "Yo, want to see you fight? We fuck with you." Like, it's just fucking really like, it really, you know. Thank you, fans. Thank you, you guys. Y'all the best. Honestly, though, I appreciate y'all. Y'all getting me through like, you know, these little long ass layoff and shit, man. Y'all keep me motivated and shit, so I appreciate that.
And that's just another part of the game that we go through is, you know, injury and the mental battle that we have to go through on a daily basis. But in that time, you've been able to work on things that maybe you wouldn't have been able to work on if you were healthy, right? So what are maybe some of the things that you've been working on physically that's helping you out now?
The mushroom kick.
The mushroom kick, for sure. The famous
that fucking mushroom kick. It's like,
oh, it's on fire right now, huh?
Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there.
That's good. So we're gonna see some kicks coming in.
Yeah, do finish it like this guy.
Yeah, that's finish it coming good, man. And anything else that you've been doing? Running, lifting, swimming?
Oh man, you know, pretty much just working with the. Fortunately, we got the fucking UFC PI here. You know, I practically live there. You know, they feed us. They motherfucking train you. They fucking give you the therapy. You know, it's just a cool place to be at all the time. You know, and I'm doing therapy on the side. Besides that, but aside from that, you know, just fucking going on runs with my dog. You know, just trying to. I already got too much family out here. You know, I be chilling with you. You know, just you know, post it up at the gym.
What kind of dog you got?
American Bully, my boy Dodger. That's my boy. That's my baby. I was surprised I didn't bring him, man. I was like,
Dodger is an absolute nugget. You guys check him out. He's one of the most muscular dogs I've ever met. He's a very handsome dog.
Yeah, he's an American Bully. Yeah, he's crazy. He's my little homie. I be catching myself having full on conversations with him. He helps me make major life decisions, bro.
Hey man, sometimes you need to confide in your best friend, and then that's the way to do it. But yeah, man, I know that a lot of the fans, like you said, have been messaging you, trying to find out when you're coming back. We're all eager for you to come back. We all wish you a speedy recovery. I hope that hand heals up very, very fast, and let everybody know, you know, what to expect from you, what's coming soon, and where to find you.
Man, y'all could hit me up on Instagram and Twitter at URODUFC. You know, just stay tuned for some, you know, for major fight news when it comes time. You know, it's gonna be a while, but just know that I'm working on other things. Look out for the brand upcoming. You know, that brand's about to drop real soon. I want the documentary to drop first, you know, so it'll fucking help launch that, you know, and shit, man, stay tuned for the mushroom kick and a whole lot of Dodger posts, you know.
That's awesome. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Tune in to the All-Star. Tune in and find it on Sasha Palatnikov MMA. Have a good one. Thank you, D-Rod.